Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. And the Bulls looking for a positive start here on their road trip.
You know, one of the best ways to garner some confidence is to start a long road trip off with a win.
Now, here's Maxey. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Grant with the ball. Picked up by Turner. Murray outside. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this stretch, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. Just 5 to shoot. Johnson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Alonzo Mourning.
And you got to admire how aggressive Johnson is. Sometimes the defense has no choice but to foul.
And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injuries.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
Here's Maxey, following the score by Jamal Murray. Maxey with it, now guarded by Antetokounmpo.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Outside for Murray. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Murray's got 7 points.
Really, Murray can hit from anywhere on the arc. The corner three is just another trick he has up his sleeve.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And it's Murray with the jam.
Energy and activity. That's what Murray provides this team.
Maxey deciding where to go with it.
And that's his second foul committed with a lot of game left. Gotta be careful.
Second team foul.
On the wing, Miller. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And Miller moves well for a guy his size and finds the shot there off the drive.
For 3, Murray. Rebound by the Suns. And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Over in the corner, Kirilenko off target with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the Suns. When asking him about their key to success, he immediately pointed to Jamal Murray. Coach said he's the conductor of their operation. If you want to slow them down, you go for the head of the snake, and that's Jamal. Keying in on the orchestrator sounds like a good plan. We'll see if they execute it. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Both teams will make substitutions. Pass to Mourning. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Down low. It's stolen by Jones. Maxey with it. Now defended by Grant. Back to Maxey. From the arc. The shot by Kirilenko, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to Carrington. Back to Stewart. And stolen by Miller. And here's the fast break. From downtown. And the 3 ball is good. Miller's got 5 now.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
Grant outside. To the inside. Mourning can't make it work. Suns trail by 4. Outside, Maxey. Right side, Jones. Miller outside. Turner for 3. Offensive rebound. Maxey on the wing. 6 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And Maxey is just terrific on the drive. His speed and ability to finish is different in so many ways.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the first. Giannis drives in, and he converts the layup. Giannis has got his second bucket tonight.
You love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive enforcement.
Here's White, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Chicago up 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Bulls, guys, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Back to Brown. To the middle. Here's Giannis. And it's Kirilenko with the rebound. Suns trail by 4. You know, GA, it seems like a lot of players welcome the opportunity to play in Phoenix. Talk about what makes this market to a player so appealing.
I mean, the weather has a lot to do with it, right? Basketball is a winter sport, so for those snowbirds out there, Arizona's a great choice.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Kevin?
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. To the paint, and stolen by Murray. Now here's Monk, the fast break chance. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the Canadian getting up. Murray hammers that one home.
It's Jones on the way. Pass to Simons. Over Murray. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Right side, Simons. There's the screen, and they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. When you look at the recent big threes in the NBA, RJ, it seems like they failed more than they've succeeded.
That's because some teams just acquire stars without considering how their games will complement each other, often forcing guys into a role that they're not suited for.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Hey, Richard, the play-in tournament has not been kind to the Bulls in the past couple years.
Well, first of all, you shouldn't be in the play-in tournament 3 seasons in a row. That's where we should start. And every time they failed to advance, it shows how valuable getting a top 6 seed can be.
Herter on the wing. Looks for Miller. Gets it to him. Pass to Maxey. Outside Turner. Clock at 4. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Monk with the ball. Here's Mourning. Good D by Miller. Here's Turner. And he banks in the layup.
Putting on the hard hat there. Give Turner credit for staying locked in on capitalizing no matter what.
.149 left in the first half of the game. Here's Mourning. Rebound by the Suns. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Shot's good by Turner.
A big like Turner just using that height inside. It's almost a lost art.
Pass to Carrington. Mourning with the screen. Driving inside. Mourning. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bulls lead by 8.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Monk, no one around him. Off target from outside. And stolen by Mourning. Here's Grant. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Assisted by.
And now it's a 10-point Bulls lead.
And get your best scores, high percentage looks, offensive strategy 101. Grant delivering.
Maxey, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Maxey's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. Check out Mourning inside, where he operates with such confidence. This close in, he knows he's got the shot.
Here's Maxey. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Here's Murray. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Using his size, Giannis.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the phone.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Bulls making a switch here. The Bulls leading by 7. Murray outside. Count it. Murray's got 13.
And this is who Murray is, a natural scorer who looks for ways to get himself going.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The true measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player." Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Inside, Diabate, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Suns trailed by 9. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. To the middle, Stewart with the steal. Murray outside. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. The shot from the low post is good. Giannis has got the lead up to 11 now for the Bulls. Kicks it out to Johnson. Miller outside. Back to Johnson. And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. To the inside. Monk left side. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's Kirilenko with the rebound.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
Here's Diabate. Banked in off the glass. Diabate's got 7 points in the game.
He's getting after it, but needs some help if they're going to get it done.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Going with an almost entirely new group here. Chicago leading by 9. Here's Carrington. No scoring in this one. Right around 3 minutes into the second half.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Kicks it out to Jones. Down low. There's the double team with Grant. 6 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. The shot by Turner, no good. Drives to the hoop. And he goes in for the dunk.
Assisted by.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pass to Turner. Out to Kirilenko. There's the triple. Connects from three-point range. Kirilenko's got his first 3 points of the game.
This team wants Maxey to have the ball in his hands. He is a great decision maker that gets better every year.
It's good.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
He takes it in. Here's Kirilenko. A three-pointer, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Back to Brown. To the paint. And the dunk by Grant.
Oh, Grant comes flying in with so much force.
.29 seconds left in the third. Pulls up. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Now Carrington takes the 13-footer. It's good on the putback.
And Mourning just a beast on the glass, using that muscular frame to get into prime position there on the board.
And here's Miller outside. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint has made... And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Phoenix. They trail by 14. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Over in the corner, Turner. And the Suns get it back. Back to Johnson. Second chance shot. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in.
And Johnson is one of those guys that is just all over the glass, takes pride in just outworking the opponent.
And it's Carrington missing.
Well, the defense was fortunate. That was a good look from mid-range. He just was trashed.
Johnson, a wide open look. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Pass to Grant. Now Brown. And stolen by Miller. Oh, he jams it right over Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wow!
And what an incredible talent Miller is. What a ferocious finish there.
Giannis no good. Suns trail by 10. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. And here's Johnson outside. A three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, Johnson has developed into a good three-point shooter, and he's looking for opportunities to take advantage.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey guys, Billy Donovan was just reviewing the plan with his team. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers, and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
And as always, Alec, great job. Thank you.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Mourning with the screen. Murray. And he jams it in.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Murray. And the layup is off. Suns trail by 9. And here's Maxey. Now Turner. Rebounded by Antetokounmpo.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look. It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And you gotta love the fire that Mourning plays with. His passion for the game is so special.
Outside Kirilenko. Here's Maxey. Now Miller. 5 on the clock. Here's Diabate. Trying again. Now Maxey. Johnson the screen. Fires the 3. No good. Chicago leading by 12. Out of bounds. Will go to the Suns. Here's Maxey. 1:16 left to play in the final quarter. Johnson fires. It's Kirilenko on the wing. Wide outside. 5 to shoot. Into the lane. Johnson. Now Maxey takes the 3. Can't get it to go. Monk right side. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's off target. And here are the Suns now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires away from outside. Johnson rips down the board. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll